Hakuna kitu muhimu katika maisha haya kama kumwambia Mungu asanti kutokana na afya nzuri aliyokutualia.
So they tied my hands like this onto the bed, and now hapa kuniweka those things they put here kwa shingo, so that now you don't hit your head so much.
Ya kwamba umeamka siku moja, umemaliza ukiwa na afya mwaka moja, miaka 2, 3 mpaka 10. Ya kwamba unafanya shughuli zako kwa muda mrefu hata kama ni mwaka mzima ukiwa katika hali ya afya. You are supposed to tell God thank you.
They did the test, and then when the results came out, they knew the condition is called TB meningitis.
Katika kipindi cha uhalisia juma hili, tumekutana na Roz Joshua. Imagine, ameamka asubuhi moja, ameanguka kwa nyumba na hali ikabadilika. ICU miezi 3, ward miezi mingine 3, miezi mingine kwa nyumba, hajielewi, hajui yako wapi, anashughulikiwa na watu wa jamii.
Unaanikwa nje, people go to work or to farm, wanakuweka hapo na mavuli, like when it's jioni they come, they pick you, then imagine a whole human being. Unafanywa hivyo kama mtoto.
Lakini Mungu naye ni nani? Katika hali yake hiyo yote, alimtembelea na kumletea uponyaji.
The good thing with me, God just helped me to survive that. I became 5% normal survivors of TB meningitis.
Leo ako na ushuhuda mkubwa katika kinywa chake, na hii ndiyo testimony yake. Na hujambo mpenzi mtazamaji popote pale ulipo, na karibu sana katika makala ya siku ya leo, makala ya kipindi cha uhalisia. Na ukaribisha kuweza kubarikiwa pamoja nasi kutokea hapa, mahala ambapo tunakuletea shuhuda za watu mbalimbali ambao wanaelezea kuhusu ukuu wa Mungu katika maisha yao. Mimi naitwa Paul Kagi, karibu sana. Na vile vile katika kipindi chetu, ikiwa basi uko pale nyumbani ungependa kuniambia kama uko na testimony, ni very simple. Kuna nambari hiyo katika runinga ama kioo cha runinga yako, SMS number, text your name, a short description of your testimony. Kwa kifupi, testimony yako ni kuhusu kitu gani, alafu baadaye utumie kupitia nambari iliyo katika runinga yako hapo. Otherwise, leo tuko na Bi Roz Joshua. Amekuja kuelezea kuhusu kazi ya Mungu katika maisha yake. Karibu sana, tuendelee pamoja. Bi Roz, karibu sana katika kipindi cha uhalisia kwa siku ya leo. Bwana Yesu asifiwe.
Amen.
Najua kwamba umekuja hapa leo kuweza kuelezea kazi ambayo Mungu anafanya katika maisha yako. Labda tu kwa kifupi tu utuambie leo kile ambacho umepanga kuelezea kuhusu testimony yako.
My testimony is about healing. Ni uponyaji ya Mungu. About 5 years ago I went through a bad season of sickness. Lakini naweza mshukuru Mungu sana kwa sababu Mungu alinihifadhi na niko hapa siku ya leo kutangaza mema ya Mungu.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Labda sasa turudi nyuma kidogo, manake kama ulivyosikia mpenzi mtazamaji ni kwamba leo amekuja kuelezea jinsi ambavyo Mungu aliweza kumsaidia na kuweza kumponyesha. Roz, sasa nataka utuanzishie safari hii ndio ifike mahala ambapo ulipata uponyaji. Lazima kuna mahali uliugua.
Yes.
Sasa labda utuanzishie ka safari yako kalianza wapi hivyo.
Naweza sema ilikuwa wakati ya Christmas. It was about 24th of Christmas, about 5 years ago. That's about 2020 there. So I was just in the house preparing for Christmas. This time si kila mtu sasa ameenda kivyake, so you're just in the house alone. Sasa nikiwa tu peke yangu, nikajisikia hiyo 24th. I was planning to go and spend at my sister's place for Christmas. Nikiwa hapo, nikajisikia ni kama siko, I'm not very okay. So I had to call my sister, place yake. Nikamwambia tafadhali ukuje kwangu because I'm not feeling okay.
Yeah.
Come prepare for me food kabla uende kazini, and then you leave me in the house. Because she was expecting me to go to her place over Christmas. So she came on 24th to my house. So when she came, I got from the bedroom, I came to the sitting room. Ile nilikuja sitting room, she called me. So nikakuja sitting room, I opened my window.
Yeah.
So we started talking there. I'm like, oh, I'm not okay. I'm not feeling well. Even the keys for the house, I can't see. Because I just came like nimejishikilia hivi up to the sitting room from the bedroom. Then I told her, I can't see my house, I can't see my keys. So she's like, ebu fungua we dirisha. I opened my door, my window.
Unaongea vizuri tu.
Yes, I'm talking, but I can't see anything. So when we are there, tukaanza kuongea, I'm like, I'm not feeling okay from yesterday, but at least I've managed to come out of bed. So as we are talking like this, that's the person, she's the one who tells me now, because I don't remember everything that happened that time. So kama tunaongea na yeye tu hapo kwa dirisha, that's when I fell down. I haven't opened the door, hako tu hapo kwa dirisha, na nimeanguka chini ndani. So she had to call the husband. Bwanake alikuwa kazini. Akaita bwanake akakam. Akamwambia ukuje na vitu za kuvunja nyumba. Because sister collapse kwa nyumba, hajapata funguo, she hasn't opened. So the husband came na zile those long sticks. Those miti zile za chuma. He came, they broke my window, those two glasses on top there, my door. They broke it, and then they were able to break the kufuli, and then that's something ya ndani to pull it back. So that's the way they were able to enter my house. So this time I'm just here sleeping. So the husband, he's the one who was able now to carry me. My sister could not, of course. So he carries me like this. He puts me inside the car, and they lock the house and they go. So they brought me to some hospital here in Nakuru. They were told, kabla tuchukue mgonjwa wenu, because now this is serious. This is not, I'm not talking, I'm just like gone. So nikiwa hapa, they were told, huyu hatuwezi mchukua hapa before you put 60K here.
On the spot.
On the spot. Now this is Christmas. Kila mtu amefanya shopping. Everybody is down. So they are like, what are we going to do? Hatuna 60K sahi. So they are like, we go home. Tupigie madhe simu. We call her over. So akarudi nyumbani. The good thing, watu walikuwa wamekuja Gishagi for Christmas. Like watoto wa my brother, they were just at home there with their cars. So they called madhe. They are like, you know what? Kimbia Nakuru haraka, my home is not very far, it's just up here like Olkalau. So kimbia Nakuru haraka, Rose is not feeling well. In fact, she's like collapsed. So kimbia haraka. So at least she was able to get a car from home. One of my sons, my brother's son, alikuwa home. So she put my mom in the car. They came Nakuru. So they are like, where is the best place to take her to? For hospital, because now also all hospitals, they are charging us very expensive here. So they decided, I usually have a niece who is a nurse, I think called Kalau General Hospital. So they are like, this is the best person to take care of her, because now huyu amelala tu, she's not talking, she doesn't know where she is, let's take her there. So wakanipeleka Kalau General. I was received, and because it's a general hospital, there were not so much bills like when they are receiving me. So I got into the ICU. Now this is a story I'm being told, because of course I don't know. Nikaka ICU. I am told I stayed in the ICU for 30 days.
30 days.
30 days. Now when I'm there at the ICU, they had to do all the tests. Kujua ni nini mbaya na huyu, because now how do you know when you're not talking? And because I was like, I was shaking my head very much, knocking my head down. So they tied my hands like this onto the bed. And now, hapa kuniweka those things they put here kwa shingo, so that now you don't hit your head so much. Now, and then they put me on those drugs where you just sleep. Because now the pain was very much on my head. But the infection was in the head. And the pain was very much. So now they were able to do the test, the lab test and everything. I hear even the lab tests were not done there. They had to be sent all the way to Nairobi for the test to come out. They did the test, and then when the results came out, they knew the condition is called TB meningitis. When you hear meningitis, that's a bad one. it's usually meninges is the brain. Now when it is TB, you know TB usually when it's in the lungs, it gets the lungs to get holes.
Yeah.
So these holes now they're happening in the brain. So I hear it's a bacteria that gets to the brain. Now it gets holes. Inafanya huko mashimo.
In affect brain.
Yes, it starts eating the brain. It's eating it. So the good thing with mine, I was able to collapse mapema before it could eat my brain very much.
Wow.
Yes, because now I was able to see the later. Now when I came back, I was able to see the zile picture they do the picture those. They are called X-rays. I could see them, and then I could see my brain was not so much eaten. Yeah. My brain was still whole. So I was put in the ICU. Sasa nikaanza madawa. These drugs, they are coming all the way from Nairobi. And now see, this is Christmas. I went to the hospital on 24th. Everybody is like gone for Christmas. So the person who was in Nairobi is my brother who is in Nairobi. But him and the family, they've taken a flight for Mombasa holidays. So my brother, he's called, you know what? Rose is in the hospital and she needs these drugs from Nairobi, and you are the only one who knows like where to get the drugs. So my brother, haraka, he has to come to the airport, catch the next flight. He flies to Nairobi to start shipping the drugs to come to all Kalau hospital so that they can start now medicating me. Because they were very expensive drugs and they were not locally available. They had to get them all the way from Nairobi. So they came. So they used to put, like, they put those, this is now antibiotics because it's a bacterial disease. Yeah. Those antibiotics, those ones big like this. They put them somewhere, they border them, they become uji. Then it's put in to the pipes, inaekwa kwa pipe. Na hii pipe ingine ni ya maji. Because these are very many drugs.
Oh, zinaingia kama drips.
Yes, sir, they are coming in like drips because now you can't take your unconscious. So they are being entered through drips. Na hii tena sana ni maji. So that now to keep the body like it has water because these are so many drugs. So this side I have pipe and this side I have drugs. The good thing with that, I had my niece who was working in that ICU ward. Right. So at least she was able, alikuwa anaenda ward during her time. When she's at work, her 8 hours, she does 8 hours, and then she comes back to ICU and sleeps the next bed to the auntie, so that now she can monitor what is happening to me. Right. Like she tells the nurses, oh, nimelala, you give my auntie, put water here, hizi dawa nakunywa saizi, you know all that. So that's the way they managed in the ICU. A lot of drugs, a lot of everything. And now they have called people everywhere. Everybody is praying for me because now they know these are bad one. Especially my brother, he had seen a case of TB meningitis with, I think, his in-laws side. And also that guy, he survived. God is great. From the statistics of TB meningitis, 75% of TB meningitis patients, juu sasa hii ni brain imekuliwa na that virus, that bacteria. It's poked holes. By the time the daktari anaangalia your x-ray is full of holes. So he has to cut the whole brain like this. He throws it away. Your brain inabaki shimo.
Sasa ikitolewa shimo, hawezi fanya anything.
You even don't know your mother or your dad. Ama ni usiku mchana, unaanikwa nje. People go to work or to farm. Wanakuweka hapo na mavuli. Like
zioni wanakurudisha kwa
nyumba. Zioni they come, they pick you. Then imagine a whole human being. Unafanywa hivyo kama mtoto. The good thing with me, God just helped me to survive that. I became 5% normal survivors of TB meningitis.
Wow.
I totally give glory to God.
Wow.
I so much thank God.
Now, after 30 days ndio ukatoka ICU.
Yes, now after 30 days, those are the stories I'm told, nikatolewa ICU. So now that ICU, you're being given drugs, you're being given water, they're changing you diapers, everything. My mom who was up country, because up country yangu it's near Kalau, she's the one now who was trusted by family to be checking on me. She comes over to Kalau, my sister wako hapa Nakuru wengine, they come over with her, they are checking on me. So I managed the 30 days. After 30 days of very heavy medication.
But before you go far,
Yeah.
after 30 days, wakati uliamka tu hivi, what did you see? What came up in your mind that time? Wakati uliamka ukajisikia mimi ndo huyu, niko wapi?
Kage, I can tell you, after ICU 30 days, I was put into the ward for 2 months.
Oh.
Another 60 days. So this is 1 month and 2 months here. That's a total of 3 months in the hospital. I can tell you the whole 3 months, I don't know anything. I don't know niko wapi. I don't know what they are doing. And actually, not just those 3 days, not just those 3 months, another 3 months to come at home, I didn't know anything. My mother, they had to get a nurse from the hospital so that now she could come. She's the one who is doing all those drugs, mixing. You know, my mother, she's old. My mother, she's 85 something. So these are so many drugs which are coming with cartons from Nairobi. You know, my brother, he could get the drugs from the chemist. And then, unaona hii kiti ya nyuma ya Nissan? Hii kiti yote ya nyuma used to be mine. Cartons, you see now he has to deliver 1 month's drugs. And per time like this, Kagi, the time I came to, after 6 months, I was doing 70 antibiotics. Like this is at 6 months. I was doing 70. Those, you know, antibiotics, they're like this. Hapa ni white, hapa ni pink. Hapa ni white, hapa ni blue. Hapa ni yellow, hapa ni red. So there are different mixes here. They're different of them. So they are being mixed. All of them you take. So me, the time I came, I was doing 70 per time. And this time you're doing 4. Like in the morning, lunch hour, evening, and at night, sasaba. So I had to stay with a nurse who would help my mother count the drugs and wake up at sasita. She also gives me drugs. Yeah. At home now? At home now. Yeah. So when nilikuja kujijua, my mother tells me, when I came back at about 6 months, the 6th month. Sasa hii ni June. Counting all the time from December. From December. This is all June. The way to June. Sasa uko home, nyumbani, mashamba? Yes, mashamba is just here, Olkalau. Yeah. That's when you came back to your senses. My mother tells me, I just woke up one morning, niliamka tu kulala. I got from bed, I came to the kitchen. And then I look at my mother like this. Nikamwambia, "Mother, ni nini tunafanya nawe huku Gishagi?" She looks at me, she's like, ni sahi umejua huko Gishagi. Because she can't believe this is after 3 months. You're there with her. Hujai ujua uko wapi. Imagine. For 6 months. For 6 months. How would you anything? You don't know anything. You don't know which year. You don't know dates. You don't know which drugs. You don't know. Because kila kitu unapewa. Alipokuambia hujai jua uko mashamba. So my mother, she's looking at me. She's like, "Oh, ni sahi," because she calls me Nyambura at home. "Nyambura, ni sahi umejua uko huku." So she's like, "Can you sit down? I tell you your story." So I sit down. So she's the one who was telling me this hospital things, hospital days. No, she narrates to me the whole story. Nashukuru Mungu, we are alive and well now. Yeah. Yeah. So now after now wakati uko home bado unakunywa dawa. Yeah. Si bado unaendelea kunywa dawa? Yes. Ulizitumia for how long? Kagi. Hizo dawa zenye zinakuja Nissan, kiti kama hii yote imejaa. Zimewekwa kwa Nissan until there because it's boxes like this of drugs. 1 month. So I took them for a whole 2 years. 2 years. For that manages bacteria to die, it needs a lot of length of time. Kabla it gets to the body, it circulates to the brain. Before it can totally kill the bacteria, it has to take 2 whole months of very heavy medication. That's when you go to the doctors, they view you up, wanachukua exam in your head, wanakuangalia kila kitu. Now they are like, now she's good, now she can stop the drugs. After a whole 2 months. Like, Kagi, I could take those drugs when I came to. Time nilijijua ni mimi huyu. Kagi! Now, at my mother, she gives me tea. Okay, tea of course I used to take a lot because I'm getting super thirsty.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa napata ile kiu mingi because now these are very many drugs. So there used to be warm water, cold water, chai mingi hapo na dawa. And now eating food used to be like another thing. Mother, she could put me food, I just take 2 spoons, I'm like, I'm good. Because you have all these things in your stomach.
Inakaa ni kama ni chakula tu.
Yeah, it's like food. And you survive on it. What do you do? Yeah, Kage, I survived on that for the next 2 years. Doing drugs. But thank God, we are alive and well. Yeah.
Now, wakati umejijua sasa, umejua umekuwa na hii challenge, you're taking a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
What was crossing in your mind in terms of thinking about how God has allowed you to go through this?
Kage, vile niliamka tu hivi, now I started to collect myself. Where I was, so I'm like, Mother, tulikuwa tuna prepare for Christmas. So can you tell me the story after hapo kulienda aje? You got sick, blah, blah, blah. You're here now. Kage, I was just so like, God, you are good. But I ukiambiwa story kama hiyo, how you survived that ICU. Kage, I was in an ICU. We are 10 people. Kwa hii ICU ward. Every morning is 10 full. Kesho asubuhi watu 10 saa ICU imejaa. Kesho asubuhi Kage, 7 out of 10 dead. Na hiyo ni hali ya ICU. It's not strange. ICU, they just know upper morning ni remove bodies.
Well.
Kage, 7 out of 10 each morning. Na nilikaa huko 30 days. Mimi nabaki kwa watatu each day. Paka this niece who calls me auntie, akanichukua akaniambia, she like, wacha nipeleke auntie yangu hapa kwa kona. I don't want to see my auntie going. So she puts me a safe corner there, like she can always be checking on me. Here she has a bed. Akimaliza shift yake kule, she comes and sleeps here with me. Dawa nguo zake analetwa hapa. She does everything in the hospital because she doesn't want to go home and leave the auntie in the hospital. So Kage, I did 30 days there. Can you imagine you are being told that you are surviving 3 out of 10?
Yeah, it's scary.
I was so scared. I was shivering. I'm like, Mother, can you first of all stop there? Usinipe hizi story tena. Let me first of all chew that. Kage, you're surviving 3 people per 10. Like death is everywhere. It just keeps 1, 2, 3. Hawa wengine wote mochari. I think the most important thing yenye niona kwa life, just tembea tu na God. Just have a living walk with God. Because haujui mahali Mungu atakutoa na itakuwa saa ngapi na itakuwa lini. I was preparing Christmas like every other woman. Shopping like every other lady. And now here you are a cabbage, haujui uko wapi. Kage, 6th month ndivyo unauliza, ni mwaka gani? Which year are we, Mother? But God is gracious. He has seen us through. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, during all this time when I'm doing so many drugs, I was supposed to do a lot of work. Like Kage, after doing my medication, breakfast, that nurse mwenye aliandikwa nyumbani, because my mother now she had to stay with an inside nurse. A nurse all the way from hospital now.
Wanakuja nakaa nyumbani?
Yes, she came and stayed with us a whole month. I think she stayed with us almost 3 months because this is so many heavy drugs. My mother, she's old. My mother is 85. Hawezi count hizi madawa. This, and then it's mixing like 6 types of them to make 70.
Na wezi trust wewe na dawa.
And then Sami hata najijua ni kwa wapi. I'm just like, put 10. Let a glass, just a glass maji. Put another 10. I do like that 70. So my mother, she could not be able to. Mother hange count hizi dawa zote. So she had, of course, to stay with an inside nurse who is helping her mix the drugs. Amekunywa vizuri, amelala, ameshikiliwa, because Kage, during my first time from hospital, I could not be able to walk by myself. they had to kunishikilia like this. You know, brain, that thing, it comes down the spine, it kills your legs. So you're like, you can't walk. So ushikiliwe kagi, you are able to walk, you walk. And then the doctors, they have recommended you do a lot of work so that the circulation of blood inaenda throughout your body, so that the body, the brain cells can heal, the drugs can tembea mwili yako yote. Yes.
Ndio maana unaambiwa utembee.
Yes, you're being told to walk, and then you've just been sleeping in the hospital all this time. Umekuwa tu umelala hapo hospitali 3 months. So your nurse, she could hold me like this. My mother, she's old, she can't do that. So your nurse akananishikilia hivi. Tunatembea because our home is somewhere like downhill. We walk, tunatembea until up kwa barabara. Then she holds me, we walk down the road, we come home. Another time we walk up, down, like that. And then when I finished walking, like ananishikilia, ananishikilia for almost like 3 months. I started walking with a stick.
Yeah.
I could walk with a stick pole pole, najipandisha huko juu, nafika juu na teremka, nafika juu na teremka. Yes, and I was able to do all those exercises. Yeah, until the end of the 2 years now. Okay. Because now even today I still do them because my brain it takes a lot of time to heal. This is now almost my 6th year. It takes a lot of time for it to heal. So lazima you keep walking to make sure there is enough blood flow into your brain, so that now your brain can heal properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. After now you got healed.
Yeah.
How was your spiritual life then? When now after you have gotten healed,
yeah,
you have seen your journey, the one that you are being told by your mom. Baada hiyo muda yote, baada ya kukua umepona, is there a point you can remember that you cried unto your God akusaidie hii mambo ishe? That time wakati unao.
Gosh, Kagi, I don't have any memory of that because in ile umewekwa madawa, you are off. They just knock you off because that TB thing is very painful to your head. That's why nilikuwa nagongesha kichwa chini. So they had to tie my hands and they put me shippy here so that you don't hit your head. So, and then they just knock you off with those sleeping drugs. They could just put me and then I just sleep kabisa because of the pain in the head. So I can't remember a time when I really called God. I think the time I started calling God was the time now 6th month.
Yeah.
Sasa hii June yenye nakuja kuuliza madhe, what are we doing with you here? At the time I'm like, kwani God kulienda aje? So you start thanking God. You're like, God, thank you. You helped me to survive. But the good thing with me, I have been a very ardent follower of fellowship at our home area. Unajua hizi fellowship za nyumbani? Tunakuanga, we have our area leader and we have our pastor. So the good thing now, my plot, there used to be people at our church. So they knew Rose has gotten sick. So they told the other fellowship people, Rose are called Kalau Hospital, she is sick. So the word went around through our fellowship. So the guys used to come here in church after morning glory. They park the Nissan. Our Nissan, is it 14-seater? They park all of it, they come with it. Every morning glory, the end. That's about 6:30 when they are finishing here. Wanakuwa kule Kalau at about 7:30. All of them, 14 of them, wanapanga laini kwa ICU. Saizi madhe hata hajafika, vipanga laini. Wanakuja Kagi. Wanapewa mtu mmoja mmoja because ICU you're not supposed to enter many people because of don't infect the place. So wanaingia mtu mmoja mmoja. They come wananiekelea handkerchiefs. Wanaambiwa 2 minutes each person. They put on me handkerchiefs, they put on, unanikuja unaniombea maombi yako ya 2 minutes, unatokea ile side nyingine, mwingine anaingia 2 minutes, unatokea side nyingine. That's the support I got so much from church. They walked with me through that journey. My mother told me through the whole time, the whole month, 3 months, yote ya hosi. Those people hakuna wakati walikosa hiyo hosi. Kila siku they used to come here, they panda wanachukua Nissan ya kanisa, they come all Kalau. The 3 months. Wow. They were with me through that journey. And even this time when I got healed, I went to Gishagi. Pastor Zachary, who is my leader on my area fellowship, alikuja peka na hao watu tena Gishagi. They came there like, Rose is well, this is her mother, this is her home. We are good. Now we are good to go. Tumeona ako sawa sawa. I thank God for church, and even the pastors waliniombea sana, because even word came back to church. They were able to send to our pastor, leaders, our fellowship, even our other pastors were at least able to know, Obeni Rose. Rose is in the ICU. She's suffering like this. Please keep her in prayer. So at least everybody was praying for me, and I thank God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Na kabla kutamatisha kipindi hiki cha siku ya leo ambapo tunaongea na Rose kuhusu muujiza wa uponyaji ambao Mungu aliweza kumletea, Rose, nataka uzungumze na mtu ambaye ako pale nyumbani, labda amekuwa akipitia hali ngumu kama yako, ni ugonjwa fulani kwa muda mrefu, amekufa moyo, na labda si ugonjwa, lakini kuna uzito fulani anapitia katika maisha yake of any kind. Nataka uzungumze naye pale nyumbani uweze kumtia moyo ukiangalia hii kamera.
Okay. What I can tell, maybe a patient, mtu amekuwa mgonjwa, or even kukua tu na other things zinakujanga kwa life. Those challenges that take you a long time to even go through them. Unapata kitu imekaa 1 year, maybe it's even divorce or separation, ama ni watoto anastesa, ama whatever challenge you could be going through. What I can say, and what keeps you going, mostly, kabla hujapitia hii mashida, it's very important kukua na a good walk with God kabla hauja, I mean like throughout your life, because God is the only person who is, then the other name of God anaitangwa Emmanuel. Emmanuel means God with us. I think the only person who can help you through life and through all the processes of life, whether in sickness, ama ni divorce, ama ni watoto kuwa watundu, or even like now the financial crisis that you are going through as a country, I think the only constant person who can always be there with you is God. So it's always so important for somebody, hata kabla mashida ijakuja, just make sure that you have a good walk with God. And now, and even if you're going through now such a season, we shikilia Mungu. God is your constant helper. The Bible says that he's our ever-present help in time of need. Mungu hatawahi tuacha, atakuwa na sisi. He will walk with us. Mungu alinihifadhi kwa hiyo ICU. Mungu alinihifadhi kwa hiyo ward. Please, siku wanajua hata niko wapi. God kept me 3 whole months. Actually, it's 6 months. Mimi sikuwa kujua niko wapi. And then you are waking up at 6 months. Ndivyo unaulizia huku, madhe nini tunafanya huku na wewe? So God is so faithful. Mungu atakubeba kwa hali zako zote, because Mungu anatujua from the time we were born by our mothers, and he will keep us until the end. So hakuna kitu mzuri kama kumshikilia Mungu. Hakuna kitu mzuri kama kukua na Yesu katika maishani mwako, because he's always there for you. Mungu hatawahi kuacha. Sio kama yule rafiki mnakuwa rafiki na yeye siku leo, alafu kesho rafiki anakutupa nje. God is always there for you. Wewe shikilia Mungu. Shikilia maombi. Enda kwa wachungaji wako, muombe na wao. Hakuna kitu mzuri kama kukua na rafiki mwenye hatawahi kuacha. Juu siku hizi kukua na marafiki dunia, marafiki wengine hawakuangi constant sana kwa maisha yetu. Wanatupenda leo na kesho hawako. So make sure at least you have a living walk with God. Kuwa na Yesu katika maisha. Na Yesu hatawahi kuacha, hatawahi kuaibisha, atapitia na wewe hali zote za maisha, na atakuhifadhi, na pia wewe utapeana ushuhuda wako yale Mungu amekutendea. Mungu abariki sana.
Na basi mpenzi mtazamaji, kufikia hapo tunakamilisha makala ya siku ya leo ya kipindi cha Uhalisia. Tumekuwa na Roz Joshua ambaye amesimulia kuhusu vile ambavyo Mungu alimnasua kutoka katika ugonjwa ambao ulimsumbua kwa muda mrefu. Hadi makala yajayo, kama uko na testimony, my SMS number iko hapo, niandikia jina lako na short description of your testimony. Kwa niaba ya crew mzima ya Uhalisia, mimi naitwa Paul Kagi. Shalom.